Traits of a 10K a month personal trainer.
Yeah.
Mentality focused. What do you think? And we'll just get yours and then I'll do mine.
Yeah.
What do you think are the most common traits you see in successful people? Like, let's look at Standout, our careers, who we've mentored.
Yeah. So, characteristics. It's funny, man. Like, it's very similar to like those characteristics of like a high performing client. Goal setting, task orientated, self reflection, growth and ownership mentality. I'm going to start there. Resilient.
Yeah.
I'm going to stop there.
Yeah.
But I know there's a few more.
One. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think they're it.
The first one I've got on here is relentless consistency.
Yep.
Which I think is resiliency. It's the same. Like, you can't be consistent without it.
Showing up in absence of how you feel.
Yeah. Yeah. So Layla's quote that I stole and have adopted, and at some point people will just believe it's mine.
She'll say too many other cool things to people remember that.
People forget I only have one. Resilience is measured in the time between you having the emotion and it no longer affecting your behavior.
Yeah. It's
been like my mantra the last 6 months. So how quick can you go from feeling a thing to behaving normally? I think the only caveat of that is, like, for a mental health standpoint, like, not just burying the thing, that you actually have to identify, like, I feel this because whatever reason, like, I feel insecure or I feel whatever, instead of just like, just do more. Because you'll fucking fall into a heap very quickly if you do that. So being able to, last week's episode that was 2 hours ago, we spoke about those fundamental KPIs.
Yeah.
Get the whatever amount of appointments you need per week. Do the whatever social media posts per week you've committed to, whatever DMs you've committed to, whatever the highest return for effort, lifeblood of your business things, whatever they are, do them no matter what. Everyone that I know is really successful does that.
Yep. Absolutely.
And everyone I know that stays the same or flip-flops, it's because of those things.
I agree.
I would also, the relentless consistency thing, so how would you go about helping someone who's maybe not been consistent? Looking at a 25, so they're going, like, I probably didn't have my most consistent year last year in terms of output. I dropped the ball on stuff. I let myself get busy, or I let circumstances, life, whatever, get in the way of my performance.
Yeah.
What advice are you giving them for the new year to perform better and more consistently?
They have to commit to their schedule. They have to commit to...
So scheduling?
Yeah,
because most people don't have one.
Yeah, well, they've got to commit to... So you need to adopt the life of somebody who has the results you want.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so if you're looking at, like, what's a version of me that's making 10 grand a month or 20 grand a month or, I don't know, whatever it is, like, has 40 sessions, whatever. It's like, well, what would they be doing that's different? Like, what would they be doing? What am I doing? And where are the gaps and how do I fill them? So you got to know what that is. Yeah. And most of the time it starts with scheduling. Like you said, like, no one sits down and like knows, reviews their business, has like a meeting with themselves or maybe their team and, goes, right, this is what happened last week. This is what this week looks. This is the ambitions and the targets we have for this quarter. I can extrapolate all this data that suggests we have like a marketing issue or a sales issue or, whatever. Like they don't have any of that stuff. So you would need to, have a scheduling time for that and then commit to it.
Yeah. I'll talk about my scheduling and then we'll do yours.
Yep.
So the way I schedule my week is I use Google Calendar for all my recurring events.
Yep.
I have fortnightly mentoring. Then I have also we'll go from the start of the week. So Monday morning, the only thing that's like a me only task that I have fixed in my calendar is Monday 9:30. I do my check-in, which is an overview of the entire business. So it's my performance on my own Ben Scott STC coaching. Then it's revenue profit from every area of the business. Then Mimi's in before team call, you, Tam, Dad. Yeah. And then it's content on that afternoon. I don't have content blocked out because it depends on how those meetings go. If there's other shit on, I found if I block everything, it fucks me up.
Yeah.
But I know I have to be on those calls at those times, so they're put in a calendar.
Absolutely.
And repeat.
Yeah.
We've got our mentoring calls, then we've got our Standout PT calls, and then I've got a couple of coaching ones that are once a fortnight. Yep. I do my check-ins at the same time, but they're not necessarily in my calendar, if that makes sense. I know I do them after Standout.
Yeah, okay.
Twice a week.
Yeah.
Then my Trello board, I have a list for every day of the week.
Mm-hmm.
A checklist of what needs to happen that day.
Yeah.
And I'll open up, right, so Monday is my content needs to be done. The captions need to be done. The STC collab post needs to be done. Meetings, I do programming typically on a Monday.
Yeah.
Because I put it in there in case someone needs one on a Monday.
Yeah,
so
smart.
I've missed it. And that usually kind of fills out because content takes quite a while.
Yeah.
It kind of fills out that, and then there's usually moving bits and pieces inside that.
Mm.
Then I'll have my Tuesday through to Friday kind of checklist. Mm. I'll then have a running to-do list that as I enter stuff in it, place it in order of importance.
Yeah.
So whatever needs most urgent is at the top, and if I put something new in, I'll look at where it sits in the hierarchy and actually move it.
Yeah, okay.
Into that straight away.
Yeah.
So then Monday, cool, content's done. I've still got 2 hours before the end of the day. This is happening right now.
Yeah, let's get this done.
I look at the running list and be like, this is a really big priority. I can do content any time of day.
Yeah.
So this needs to be done immediately. I then have like a workshop-y list. It's like if my running to-do list ever gets empty, do that stuff.
Yeah.
And then I'll have like some project shit laying around.
Brainstorming stuff and whatnot.
Yeah. And that's pretty much how I put together my entire week.
Yeah. Mine's very similar.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just have a list of things to do and a priority list for the week. Mm-hmm. And I'll just drag from the to-do list to the priority week list. So I'm like, this is what I need. Because the to-do list is fucking never ending. Like, it's 1 to 15,
Yeah.
So I just drag over like what I'm getting done for the week. So this week I have to get, it's just like the sales funnel, the emails, the offer, the website, like all of that shit. That was the priority for the week. So I just drag over all those tasks. And then it's like, cool, if I get them all done, it's like, do I have time to do others? No. Then leave it. And then next week I'll be like, okay, cool. The next thing is like, whatever the next step is for, the projects and stuff that we have. And then I still have the fixed tasks, no different to you.
Yep.
And then, I spend a short period before our meeting, like looking over like my budget, financial position, client book, all of that stuff. And then, we go into our meeting and then social media content, check-ins, et cetera, et cetera. Yeah.
Yep.
Standout PT, all that stuff. So it's all planned. Workouts planned. Work hours are semi-planned. It's like 9:30 to 6.
How similar are your work days?
Yeah.
Do you have like set work break times?
Yeah. Of course I do.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm on the computer between 9:30 and 10 every day, and I work till 6.
Yep. Yeah, so that's starting between 9:30 and 10.
Yeah, and I work till 6 nearly every night.
Yeah, like, so you train early?
Nearly 4 till 6 every night I'll work too, but at the moment it's more 6, of course.
Yeah.
So it's like, your 6-8 hours on the computer type deal. So yeah, that's how I do it. I'd rather get up, go to the gym, get everything out of the way. Yep. I find I'm at my best when I prioritize me first.
Yes.
And because that's really important. And if I start work and then I'm like an afterthought, I get a little bit spiteful and shitty, and then it affects, everything else.
Yep.
You start rushing things because I'm like, go to the gym.
Whatever, yeah.
So I'm like, fuck it. I've set up my life to just work when I want to. I'm at my best at this time. Steph works all the time too.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Once we have dinner at 7, we both sit and chill out together, and then bedtime, whatever. So works really well for me.
I grabbed a habit during the cut that I get up at 5, do my steps, eat. Well, I wasn't eating. Have my pre-workout.
Yeah.
And go to the gym. And then after the third day, I was like, why are you walking on your walking pad in the lounge room? Put it at the computer.
Yeah.
And I was like, this half an hour is actually... Some days it's really productive and I get a lot done. Some days it's puts me... that like anxiety, overwhelm feeling of like, what have I got to do today?
Yeah.
Is not there because it's like, I ticked off that annoying thing. I ticked off that annoying thing while no one's messaging me. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. Everyone's still in bed. and set myself up to know this is what today looks like.
Yeah.
As much as it was planned the day before, and I know what every Tuesday looks like, what every Wednesday looks like, it's just like, okay, like this morning I've had this fucking roles and responsibility document hanging over my head for like 3 weeks. I'm just like, okay, this morning is the morning it gets done.
Yeah.
At 5 o'clock, it's the first thing, so it's off my fucking brain because it's doing my head in.
Yeah.
Because I'll get distracted, the podcast will go late, or I'll want to get a coffee after, and whatever. So that's been really useful. Just like half an hour, get up, make coffee, then go eat, and go gym.
That's an ace I have up my sleeve that I play sometimes.
Yeah.
Like tomorrow, I'll get up early and do some work.
Yeah, I'll work before gym tomorrow,
and then
for sure.
work before we go to the gym.
Yeah.
Because I know, I need a really jam-packed, productive, short period of time.
Yeah.
That's the first hours of the day.
Yeah. When no one's annoyed.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna. That's an ace up my sleeve that I'm just gonna use tomorrow.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I don't even open Slack.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've also started not responding to my WhatsApp after like 6.
Yeah.
Which is my clients, and then my Instagram after 7, which is just general. And I do that instead of opening my phone. So I don't open my phone really until I get to the gym. Yeah. But I've done all my replies, so I'm not anxious about it on the laptop.
Yeah. That's good, man. I like that idea of that app that Tam had to.
Yeah.
It's just like one. There's always going to be a time when someone made it.
Put it together, yeah.
So
just the idea of opening Instagram and not have to scroll.
Yeah. Yeah, even just finding, you just got fucking... Your phone is just...
Yeah.
Red notifications everywhere. I'm like, looking at my phone screen sometimes, I'm like, this gives me anxiety.
The only thing I'm curious about is like, can I ignore the alerts the way I can ignore...
Yeah.
I can ignore WhatsApp because I know I only open it when I sit down at a computer.
Yeah.
Because that's the deal I have with my clients. So can I ignore a notification? It's showing me that there's a notification, but it could be Instagram, it could be somewhere else.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, so that'll be the only thing.
Yeah, absolutely.